Hello people, welcome to the Organised Nonsense podcast. My name is Kevin Smith and we are back again, kind of break last week.
Yeah.
My computer exploded, essentially.
Your essential bi-weekly podcast. Finally,
What is
the
this,
return of
trash talk?
talk.
That actually
Oh,
reminds me.
yes, same time.
That actually reminds
Internet
me
high
of what
five,
happened-
Reidy.
That reminds me of what happened to my laptop.
Oh,
The same
God, what
thing,
happened?
actually. The battery got fucked, but my one was unique in that when I plugged it in one time, it caught fire for a tiny bit of time, and I was panicking. And
Is this the
I
same
was
one
like,
you're
my
using
currency
now?
worked. Yep.
Wait, your current computer...
the battery was fixed. The battery was fixed.
Yeah, I had a
Your
battery
co-
explode in a laptop once.
But your current
which is
computer
sort of-
has a history of catching on fire.
The battery charger itself caught on fire for some reason.
Yeah, I had a laptop explode. The battery explode once, which just sort of left like a bubble in the keyboard. Like there was a big lump where just some of the keyboard buttons wouldn't work. It was fun.
I had
Uh,
I had the battery in my last computer stolen. Not the computer itself,
yeah,
Just the
just
battery.
the battery.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why you would want it.
I sell them on the black market.
Yeah, but surely
The battery.
the whole computer is worth more.
There are people who want just a battery, and you can only get that on the black market. So
Or the good market.
just the black market, Christian.
But you can easily get a battery
Batteries are
on.
serious stuff,
But the
Christian.
battery, I've got my battery replaced.
On the black market.
Never mind. All right.
Have
So,
we-
yeah. We had an exploding laptop, and that was fun.
Yeah.
But like, in terms of week, who wants to get going?
We should leave me till last.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should.
We should.
Actually,
We should.
Hold on, Reedy, can you send the link to the Discord, the news thread? Actually, because
Oh.
because everything was wiped and I don't have the link anymore.
Yep.
Um,
Should I send it in Discord or Skype?
it doesn't matter. I have both open.
I don't
So
want to touch Skype, even though I'm using it.
okay, so I guess I'll go first. I was kind of hoping this podcast would be tomorrow, because there was something that
Yeah.
I was gonna get to talk about tomorrow that I can't. But namely that being the Jaden Smith anime, because I forgot
I
that was a
watched an
thing. I
episode.
forgot that was a thing. Is it? And it looks so dumb.
It's really dumb.
Yeah, like I'm halfway through.
really dumb.
I think I'm like halfway, or most 2/3 of the way through BoJack Horseman, season 4 at the moment.
You should finish BoJack. BoJack's incredibly good.
Yeah, BoJack's good, so I'll probably.
I think this is the part where I leave.
But other than that, I read Avengers Everything Dies this week because I found it. I found the hardback, which is normally like €30, for a
Yeah.
fiver last week.
That's all right. Yeah.
I know, like I'd remembered somebody recommended it to me like years ago, so I was like, for a fiver, I might as well.
Yeah.
I wasn't a massive fan. Have you read it, Reedy?
No.
Right. It's basically like the lead up to Secret Wars.
Oh. Yeah. So the end of that Hickman stuff.
Yeah, I think it's like one of the starting things of the Hickman stuff.
Oh,
It's-
so like way back from like start of Marvel now.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. It's like basically they're just after finding out about the incursion. Like that's how it starts off, I think. And it's all about them. What are they gonna do? And it's really slow paced for like the first half, and it's not particularly great. It picks up
Yeah.
a lot towards the end.
I could see that. Yeah.
It's good. I don't regret getting it, especially because it was a fiver. But
Yeah, a lot of that Hickman Avengers stuff seemed really impenetrable to me. Like it went on for a while, and it was across like 3 bi-weekly books. You know?
yeah, I know. There was new
You
Avengers.
had to-
there was new
You
Avengers.
had to be reading Avengers, New Avengers, and I feel like there was another one.
Yeah, I think there was. Yeah, I could be wrong. Yeah, I think there was like 3.
I'm sorry, I don't remember every detail on comic books from I wasn't reading 5 years ago.
Neither was I. I only started like 2 or 3 years ago, really. There,
Yeah.
Avengers World. That was the 3rd one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it was good. I might start Batman New 52 soon because I've read the first 2 volumes.
Yeah.
I've read the first 2 volumes and I've read Endgame, or at least most of Endgame. But I kind of want to read all of it.
Yeah, I never went back to the second issue of Metal, and I probably should. That's the Christian will obviously remember the one with the 5 evil Batman.
Oh yeah, that was pretty fucked up.
I didn't finish the first issue. I don't think I only got about halfway through.
Yeah,
and then,
it has a good start.
Like I'm trying to get more into DC stuff.
Yeah,
because I basically
it's a good time for that.
Yeah, like I'm planning to start new Superman even soon.
Yeah, that does actually seem one of the more Marvel-ish series of Rebirth, like just that.
Have you
like,
read?
Hey, here's a new hero, new status quo with like tenuous connections to one of the big guys.
Yeah,
which is very Marvel for the moment.
Yeah, like I also want to get into Nightwing. Have you read the Rebirth Nightwing stuff?
I read probably about the first volume of that, and it's JoJo Part 5.
Great.
But you should read Grayson before that, I think.
But Nightwing.
I think you should read
Grayson.
Grayson's really fucking good, Kevin.
I know. I've heard you talk about Grayson before. How long is it?
It's like 30 issues, I think.
Oh.
But they're all so good.
Yeah, but I also want to catch up on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because I'm like 30 issues behind on that as well. Ugh, maybe. I thought Grayson was like... I didn't think Grayson was like 30 issues. I thought it was like 20 at most.
It was cut short.
Other than that, have I been doing anything? Don't think so. So yeah, my computer exploded, so that's so that had been hampering what I could do. I basically only got back yesterday.
Yeah. So Christian, what have you been doing this week? And now we move into the despair portion of the podcast.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm getting myself some profiteroles.
Oh Jesus! Not this again.
This is your fault.
How?
Talking about fucking comics again. These were really good.
Right.
These are very good.
Great.
They're actually really good.
Christian is sending video of him with a spoon and a little pot of profiteroles.
Profiteroles are great.
Okay, so I like eclairs, but I'm not a huge profiterole fan.
They're great.
Grayson was 20 issues, Kevin.
Ah, so I was right.
Yeah. It was cut short.
I might give it a go, so...
Yeah, it's really good.
See, I think the thing was, I just wanted Nightwing instead of Dick Grayson.
Oh, but he's still... It's been a while since I read it, so like I can't, like off the top of my head, just give you why it is good, but it is good.
Guys.
Yeah.
These profiteroles are probably gone off.
Now there's some despair.
I'm not kidding. I think I see like a bit of green, and the chocolate doesn't look all that good. I'm gonna have to throw it out.
No, what? You have to eat them for the
it's gone off
podcast.
Despair. Speaking of despair, Christian, some thoughts on your week?
Well, God. All right.
Did you try them?
I had to take a bite first, and that's when I found out it was gone off. I bit into it before. I saw a bit of green in there. That doesn't look good, so I'm gonna throw it out.
Oh well. I really don't know how to stall through this. It's
okay,
difficult.
so my week
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Wonderful.
And 2 weeks ago, I was playing Kingdom Hearts, and that was it was nice.
Did a new Kingdom Hearts come out?
No, I bought the old one.
Why?
Because it ran at 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
And
You're a fool.
that was what?
You're a fool.
Well, after buying Danganronpa, I can't argue with that. But
True.
and then I for a while played some Puyo Puyo because I was bored and I didn't know
That's
what else
a
to
good
play.
video game.
Yes, it is. And in fact, actually, one thing I noticed today is like the Puyo Puyo has an official Twitter now.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't notice that.
Crazy world we live in.
Yeah, only
Puyo
100
Puyo
or
and
so
Yakuza
tweets.
have Puyo Puyo and Yakuza have official English Twitters.
Jeez, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, God knows when we'll see another release for this is the latter, not the latter. The Puyo Puyo because
Yeah.
it is definitely not as big as Yakuza is getting right now.
Oh yeah, the direct. I forgot to put that in the news thread. Oh well.
And your disappointments of how Chronicle wasn't in there.
Yeah, Chronicle wasn't in there. It was literally me thinking, man, when's Chronicle? Oh yeah, the direct.
Yeah, that's it, exactly it. But and then I was like, oh, okay, I need something to fucking play. So I decided to look, and this was before Final Fantasy IX was given a PS4 release. So obviously I was like, okay, I have money. Let's go into town. I'll probably get a sketchbook. And while I was in town, I went into CEX, as you do, and I saw Danganronpa 1-2 Reload, and I was like, both games, huh? And I bought it, and I brought it home, and I spent the rest of the week since about Sunday playing the game.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No, it's fair. One was like, I like this on a conceptual level, but like.
Yeah, conceptually, I think it's a fantastic idea. Just execution, no.
I liked it conceptually.
You liked the second game, didn't you?
We'll get to that because I did play that this week. So, well, since the last podcast, so we're getting thoughts on all three Danganronpas this week. Isn't that a wonderful?
Yeah. Now we can fulfill the quota, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send this off. This is our review.
Great.
Totally. Yeah.
I will write a review, but it's maybe not before release.
Still going. Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah. Dear One was a game that I played while in the nowhere with barely any internet. So
you had no choice.
Yeah.
You were for all intents and purposes locked up in Hope's Peak Academy.
Pretty much, yeah. And I enjoyed it at the time. Like I like the characters are pretty tropey, but I liked some of them.
Pretty trope, yeah. That doesn't
Pretty
begin.
Yeah.
That doesn't even begin to describe it, man.
Yeah, I like the music a lot. The music's great.
The music's the best part of the game. It is. It's fantastic.
Which is also true in V3, but we'll get there.
Yeah, it's like, if there's one thing that just made me stop in the middle of the class trial, it was when the fucking music started playing. I'm like, whoa.
Yep.
This is good.
It's real good. Any thoughts from you? Because it's been a couple since I played.
Hold on.
What's Danganronpa?
No, never mind. My computer... I pressed the wrong button and my computer's display flipped for a second. Never mind, fixed it.
Yeah.
Go back to talking about your...
Is.
Go back to talking about your definitely not weeb stuff. From what I've gathered, from what Christian told me, isn't Danganronpa just Persona but with the investigation sections? for
No.
Ace Attorney.
No, I didn't. Kevin, I said it ripped off Persona a bit, but it was mainly like ripping off Ace Attorney.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
it's just in the same genre as Ace Attorney. Like,
Dude, those investigation sections are identical. There's no difference.
yeah, but like, there's not much wheel space in that genre. It is literally just point at things, pick them up, look at them.
That's exactly what you do in the investigation sections in Danganronpa, though.
Yeah, I'm saying like, but that's all you really can do.
I mean, alright. But like, well, what? So what were you saying before Kevin interrupted with his non-profiterole related interruption?
Yeah, I was just, obviously, you're gonna be the one with more to say on it because I played it like 2 months ago.
Yeah, and I'm nearly done. So.
Yeah.
Okay, well. Can I make a complaint about it being tropey? I mean, if it's your first
It's really
in this, if it's your first in this type of genre, maybe, but like maximum at some points, especially when one particular character who isn't named says she's from a long line of detective families, and I was just like, they're not trying, are they? Yeah, like, and the first lines of the game is literally the protagonist saying how he's the most average kid you could possibly imagine.
Oh,
And I was just like, ooh.
Yeah, I think you told me that.
Yeah, it's just, if it's your first, it'll probably hit a little less, but like, maybe they should have tried a bit more, and...
Laying on that sweet relatability.
Yeah, but the whole gimmick,
is.
Kevin, is that there are 16 students who are all the best.
15, cough, 15, cough, 15.
Wait, what?
15.
What?
16 is... Shh, quiet.
Yeah.
Quiet. Just don't mention...
No, I'm just confused because there's 16 in DR2 and in DR3.
Oh, right.
So,
Oops.
There's 15 in DR1. But it's students who are some among the best in the world at what they do.
Like the ultimate fanfic writer.
That's one of them.
I was crying. I was just, oh no.
For example,
This is the game I'm playing.
For example, King of the Lads, ultimate affluent progeny, Yaki Itagami. He's a rich bastard. I love him.
Why do you love him? He's so, like, God, why do you like that? Like, he keeps calling him, every time I was telling him about Byakuya, he kept calling him King of the Lads, even though he's an absolute cunt.
Wait, did they actually call him King of the Lads in the game?
No, I call him King of the Lads.
Why? And I was so sad because, like, I don't like most of the characters. I don't care for the protagonist, obviously, because he's the most average kid you could possibly imagine, and his voice actor is just as dull. But when it comes to like the others, the only one that comes to mind is there's Chihiro, who to put it in your words.
Let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about
Japan's
that.
going to Japan.
Japan. There's Hina, who I will never look the same way again after seeing that joke ending. There's Byakuya, who is a cunt, and that's all I really. I mean, Celeste was good, but then Celeste was thrown under the bus. But I didn't care for the rest of them, mainly because like a good few of them, like early game they sort of go away in trees, so you don't really get much time to develop with them. No. Which kind of contradicts the whole social mechanic they force in.
And it has these horrible light social links that just don't work. They're bad. And they keep being bad until V3.
I like the idea definitely because you go your way, you get abilities for the trial that
but you get so little. You get so little time to do them, and
that's like there's two main problems. One, you get like 2 days after every trial, and each 2 days gives you like 2 choices of who to hang out with. Meaning you only have like four time slots, around 4 time slots for each trial, and there's
all the trophies are just max out the report card for this character, so it must be a new game plus there.
Yeah, it definitely is because there's not enough time. There's 15 people.
Yeah.
At the start. So, but they drop like fucking flies as the story gets going. So there's no way in hell you'll have enough time to like get the abilities you want. It's like imagine like social links in Persona 4. Only what if Yosuke just suddenly dropped it and you didn't manage to finish his S link and you were focusing on him?
That sounds great.
All right, maybe if I picked a better example. Okay, imagine if Naruto died in the middle of her S link randomly, and you were like really focused on her storyline. You gave a shit, and you wanted the abilities that she gave you, and she just died, and you were like, oh fuck. That's basically the entire main problem, is that it's a murder mystery, so this thing doesn't really work well.
Yeah.
And another thing is, it's not intuitive. You're not told, like Reidy. Reidy was surprised when I told him how certain mechanics worked.
And I was on the third game at that point.
Yeah. There's these coins you get for finishing trials and searching places, and you can use them to buy presents. And these presents make the links rank up faster. But overall, I don't think you even need the abilities. I mean, they're helpful. Like, I love the ones that increase your focus. It helps during like certain mini games and stuff, and like the ones that make the bullet time battles. Like you can reload faster and shoot more targets at once.
And of course, in the class trials there are multiple mini games which happen.
There's like 4.
Yeah. I think they're at their weakest in one. They do obvious. I actually think for all the misgivings I have about V3, the mini games are pretty good in V3.
Dude,
but like,
I played. All right, there's 4 mini games. There's a Hangman's Gambit, which is literally you playing Hangman, a very easy game where you just pick the letters that pop up to fulfill essentially a boring crossword.
Yeah.
Probably the worst one. There's
it gets worse in 2.
There's non-stop.
That is they change Hangman.
How did they make it worse? Gameplay thing, so it's just not.
I'm saying it's tough to explain.
Alright, but the main one, I think this stays throughout all the series, is the non-stop debate.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's cross-examination, but kind of better actually. It's
actually a very cool thing that V3 does. It's so like text flies across the screen with each line of dialogue, and there'll be a highlighted word, and if the word is a contradiction, then and you have the piece of evidence that contradicts it, you have to shoot your gun. You have to shoot it and aim. And
think of it as like a sort of cutscene that plays out, and you have a time limit to watch the cutscene as much as it takes, find which of the weak points contradict the evidence that you're given. Because you don't pick the evidence you bring with you into the non-stop debate. The game gives them to you.
Yeah.
But it only the difficulty is in finding which one of the evidence the game gives you and which one matches up. But the default difficulty of the game is way too easy. They
fix that in 2.
The default rarely ever gives you more than 1 or 3, and in early game they rarely ever give you more than 1 bullet to choose from. It's just a matter of thinking, okay, do I use this or don't I, here or there, and it's piss easy. Like that's just one of the reasons why the trials go by so quickly, is that you can guess immediately. It's like, oh, I just have to use this somewhere. But obviously, if you're playing the game, probably play it on the max difficulty where they give you more truth bullets.
Yeah, I'd say 2 is hard enough on standard difficulty, but 1 was too easy.
1 was way too easy. And the problem is, if you pick your difficulty, you can't change it. I learned that the hard way when I tried to make the game harder.
You can change it in V3. I don't remember if you can in 2.
But yeah, it's too easy. The other mini games, there was Bullet Time Battle, which is a rhythm game that kind of sucks.
It's a poor rhythm game, and it keeps kind of sucking until V3.
Yeah,
I would say actually V3 is worse.
It's very basic. It's really basic. I didn't have any trouble with it.
Yeah.
I did at the start when I didn't know that you actually have to press the fire button at the same time as when you press the X button. But when I did that, it's like
you don't have to press them at the same time. It's either or.
No, I mean like when the icon comes up.
Yeah.
then you have to press it there. I thought that you could just shoot it whenever you had the chance, but no, you have to do it the same way you do the X button.
Yeah.
I thought it would get a bit more interesting when they introduced, like, you can only shoot a certain amount of times before reloading, but even that's just piss easy.
Yeah. It just means alternating fire and reload.
Yeah, but, like, I do give them credit. There is a sort of... Because in Ace Attorney, there isn't any punishment. You can save at any time. You can't save during the minigames.
Yep.
So if you go into a minigame and you haven't saved, if you run out of health or run out of time, that's it. You're sent. I haven't gotten the game over, so I don't know what happens. I don't know if they give you like a continue or anything. So,
They do give you a continue.
And did they start you at the start of the minigame?
Yeah, at the start of the minigame, yeah.
Well then, it's even easier then.
Yeah, it's really generous.
Yeah,
but
so
you can say no, I guess.
if you feel, I mean, you get a trophy. I checked for not picking a continue, so I assume there was an option.
Yeah.
But like,
I actually don't know how far it takes you back.
the game is rather easy. Like,
Yeah.
and even taking out like the mini games themselves. You know how like JRPGs have like a really bad foreshadowing trope every once in a while, like a character speaks in like just has a random dialogue where they say ellipses because they totally don't know anything about the situation or something like that.
Yeah.
This game has just like its tropey characters.
Yeah.
Every single bad foreshadowing trope I've ever seen in Japanese writing.
Yeah.
It's pretty obnoxious. I wasn't really surprised at any point when things happened.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this character who was totally not showing up every 10 minutes to say in ellipses, saying nothing's wrong, and there is something wrong. Ooh, wow, that's a shock.
Mm.
But
Yeah, I know there's a character, like, I can picture them with a fucking ... text box under them, like, perfectly.
It gets pretty obnoxious sometimes, and
Yeah.
it's...
I like that character, and I immediately, like,
Oh God, I mean, I'll give it credit. There isn't any plot holes from what I can see now. Like, there is a reason for things that are happening, but I also haven't finished the game yet, so I don't entirely know if that's true.
Don't think anything really comes up there.
Yeah, that's...
But should we move on to my thoughts on 2?
Well, I guess I'll just say my final thoughts on 1 is that I enjoyed like one case in total, and that was it.
Was it 4?
No, actually, it was 2.
Oh.
It was 2 and a bit of 1.
Mm.
Because 1 was when the trial debates were introduced, so I automatically found that a bit interesting. But 3 was a slog, and 4 I didn't really like from a storytelling perspective, and 5 is just not good in my opinion. I think 5.
I think 6 is a strong ending, but
no, the best ending is the joke.
Yeah.
God, I don't think I can talk about it, but it's so fucking weird.
It's really weird.
It's like
it's a cursed image.
Yeah, it is. It's like I didn't expect that to happen at all. But basically, everyone just gets stuck there for good in the joke ending, and
they have kids.
They have kids with the same woman.
And one of the
times.
And one of the characters is just a photo now.
Yeah, I don't even know what was said.
What?
And
like,
okay,
do you mean like in part 4?
No, they're just a picture that someone is holding, so I assume they must be dead. But
They never say.
But no one else is dead, so they couldn't have been killed.
It's just this weird ass joke ending with a strange image of like Makoto's kid and Hiro's kid and Byakuya's kid, and it was messed up.
Yeah, it's a weird one. 2's better. 2's a better game.
Yeah.
I can say that pretty squarely. It's got a better cast. It's got more interesting ultimates. Christian, there is an ultimate Yakuza in that game. He's really good.
Well, wasn't that just Mondo in the first game?
No, there is. No,
and his gang, the Crazy Diamonds.
Christian, there's a guy who looks like Jotaro looks vaguely like Jotaro. Like he has Jotaro's coat.
Well, I mean, like, okay, well, if it's Jotaro's coat, that doesn't count because
that's
I know.
but like it's very
and
clear
even
that
still,
like,
and even still, like Jotaro's design is like
it's pretty.
is
He has
pretty,
the
like-
chain though.
oh, okay,
That's what I meant.
Okay,
He has
that-
the chain.
all right. I thought you meant he just had the cold, like.
No, he has the chain. He's a cool character though. The Ultimate Yakuza is extremely good. He might be my favorite character in that game. He's great. And also, 2 has a strong antagonist in a way that is like, it might make you hate him too much.
I mean, I know Monokuma is something that's passed on through all the games, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Which makes me really worry of whether or not 1 is going to have any sort of decisive conclusion because
One
the
totally
robot.
does.
All right, so I guess it's just a different reason for him being there then.
Yeah.
All right, good, because I wouldn't have liked it if, like, somehow, some way, it just didn't end decisively.
1 does have a decisive, if open, ending. Like,
I'll take that.
yeah. Like, you know, 2 is a stronger cast. Like, it also has the Ultimate Swordswoman, as voiced by Karen Strassman.
Wait, what?
Yes.
You should have mentioned that immediately.
Yes. And it has a better protagonist, who is like, this is like first 10 minutes of DR2. So he is not the ultimate
most
student
average.
or anything. No, he doesn't remember his ultimate talent.
Oh, I wonder where that came from.
Yeah.
Oh,
The ultimate lucky student. There is an ultimate lucky student in 2. It is the only ultimate that is reused, and he plays a very different role.
Oh, so it's is it the same character?
No,
Okay. Did they bring back any of the DR1
it is the same voice actor though.
Oh, I don't like that voice actor a lot.
No, he it's a very different performance though.
I'm sure every single time
it is like I did not notice until I read that it was the same voice actor.
But like every time I hear that voice actor in the game, he just sounds the exact same, very dull. And
No,
like,
it's a real different voice.
All right,
DR2 also has the ultimate gamer who loves to sleep.
Oh.
Yep. There you go.
God, I thought you said this game was better, Reidy.
It is better. She's good. Trust me.
Nothing will be better than the ultimate fanfic writer, though.
I feel like there's something close to that in 2.
You said there was a cosplayer in 3, or was it?
There's a cosplay. She's really. Everyone in 3 is okay. Let's move on to 3.
No.
3's really 3. Danganronpa V3. Danganronpa 3 is a different thing. It is a sequel anime to 1 and 2, which I have heard good things about.
Wait, so it comes off from an anime?
No, it's a reboot. Danganronpa V3 is a reboot.
A reboot of the entire series.
It is a reboot of the entire series. Well, I think soft reboot. Like I think the other games still happened, but I don't know. Maybe the end will probably explain that. I'm gonna take a guess and say the end is probably gonna explain that. I think they describe it as there's no Hope's Peak, and Hope's Peak comes up again in 2. Hope's Peak is nowhere to be seen in V3. And maybe it is just a syndrome of like these games are pretty formulaic, and this is the third one, and 2 had also like done
basically everything.
2 does the 2 like takes 2 takes that formula to its extreme. I feel like it goes there is a case late in 2 that is like I don't know how you go further than this really. And V3 so far has been like
Let's go back.
There is one case that I guess you could say goes further than that, but I also think it's really terribly done and reminded me of Heavy Rain of all games.
Oh,
which is not which is not a good comparison to make in your opening hours.
Opening hours. Oh, that's ooh.
Yeah. It has. I think it has. I don't like the protagonist as much as 2, but he's definitely more well defined than
1.
Big ol' Naegi.
Hope,
both
guys. Hope.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of chapter 3, and both cases so far have, like, case 1 was inspired, but I didn't really think it worked, and case 2 was really boring, and
Is tree seeming any better?
I haven't, like, nothing has happened in 3 yet, like, and okay, you know how in 1, Christian, every time you clear a trial, another floor opens up, and you have to go explore it. Yeah, in V3, they drag that out fucking immensely by, instead
they
of
drag out the exploration.
They drag out the exploration section so much, because okay, you know how it's just, hey, go up the stairs, see what's up there. No,
go up the stairs, check the rooms that are new, and then it stops, and you go back.
Yeah, in V3, Monokuma gives you 3 random items and makes you walk around the entire fucking world looking for where to use them.
Oh boy.
The whole game is... also, the characters are so much less interesting than 2. I'm not going to say they're less interesting than 1. You know what? They're
1 is...
I think they're worse than 1. They're weaker design. They're weaker designs. Like, I'll show you.
How can you make weaker designs than 1? I really don't like the character art in 1 that much. I forgot to mention that I don't like the character art that much. Like, they all look like
anything you like about part 1? I mean, 1.
The music and the class trials are well, and I like the structure and the ideas. It's just the execution is pretty shit.
Yeah, 2 does it so much better. 2's so much better. 2's great. 2's great. The other 2 are...
Yeah, but like, God, dude, like, you said the art style is worse than 1?
Well, no, not the art style is the same. I just think the character designs are less interesting. There's, like, there's a couple characters that are all right. This guy, he's the ultimate tennis champ, but he hates tennis now because he killed someone with tennis.
How does one kill one with 10? How do you kill someone with 10?
Spent time in prison.
How do you kill someone with tennis, though?
Probably. Yeah, of course. You gotta remember, spoilers, remember? The game isn't out yet until next week.
Well, this is all, like, pretty basic premise stuff. This is all, like...
Yeah, so we shouldn't go any further than explaining why he's killed someone with tennis.
Well, no, like, that's just his character blurb. They haven't gone into that any further.
Okay.
It was the ultimate maid who is, like, impeccably skilled at everything, but also, like, she can't do anything if you don't tell her to do it.
Oh no.
Oh.
God damn it.
And she looks just like 2B.
Truly, they were inspired.
Yeah, let's say that. And there's this wee fuck. His name is Kokichi Oma. He is the ultimate supreme leader, and he is the worst.
Isn't he the king of the lads? Oh.
He is not the king of the lads. I hate him. He's a wee fuck.
But Reidy, you like Byakuya. He was the king of the lads.
Because Byakuya was really smug, and Byakuya was like, I'm above all of you, whereas, like, Oma is like, I'm a liar, huh? Isn't it funny, huh?
Oh, I see what you mean. He rebels.
Yeah, man. There's the ultimate entomologist, which is bug scientist, I think. He was raised by wolves, and wants to learn how to be a gentleman. Like, there are some fun character ideas in there, but they were characters I liked in Chapter 1 that I have already gotten sick of.
Oh,
and there's still so much of it.
Yeah, you heard it was pretty long.
Apparently, this game is 55 hours long.
Well, I've been playing D1 for a week, and I'm still not done. So I can't see that not happening.
DR1 is like 20 hours.
I mean, I've been playing it for about. I mean,
yeah, you've been going to chapter a night. Like that's
chapter a night probably. Yeah.
And like the pacing is such that you would probably feel like that is more than it is.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I felt like I was playing it for longer.
Which V3 makes so much worse. It's one of the it is one of the worst paced games I've ever played, maybe.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
God.
And I've realized that we're actually nearing the 45
yeah,
minute
we're
mark.
We're at the 40-minute mark and haven't talked about the news yet.
Yeah, so let's move into the news. Danganronpa.
You'll still finish it, right?
Yeah, I'll finish it because I have to know.
I feel your pain. Well, no, I don't. I'm playing something that's better somehow.
I liked 2 so much that like I have to know.
I mean, hey, not every Ace Attorney game is good. I've played some real horse shit too.
Yeah, but actually, I watched. Before we get on to the news, I did watch the really short VR Danganronpa demo over the week, which is just like a 10-minute thing of like a fake one of the cases in DR1, and it was like, I hope Danganronpa 4 is just a VR game because.
The sort of cardboard cutout style works a bit.
They actually just go with 3D models, and they don't look great, but...
I prefer that, actually, because I don't like the cardboard cutouts in 1.
It's a style.
I feel like it was more of a budgeted style, considering how blatantly...
Oh, they keep it in 3s.
And 3's because one thing we didn't mention is 1's a PSP game.
1 and 2 are PSP games, but they are also released in English on Vita.
3 is a PS4, PS Vita game.
Yeah.
So they must have had more power, but they definitely didn't use it.
Well, like at that point, the cardboard cutout thing is, it's a mainstay, you know. Like it'd be like taking out, like the sprites in Fire Emblem. Like you're not going to take the Fire Emblem sprites out, no matter how fucking.
Yeah, but those are more. Yeah, but the difference is that there's sprites and there's portraits. Yeah. Danganronpa is just the cardboard cutout images, and they're also used in 3D environments, which make them look very blatantly not real. Like. What?
Yeah, but I think that is part of the aesthetic. Like,
no, I mean like in
with
the sense that
with like how the room builds itself as you walk in.
Yeah, I like that. That's fun.
Yeah,
but one thing I didn't like is that the PS4 version clearly didn't update the images when they were compressed. Oh, yeah. So when there's like a few zoom ins on like objects in the room or people, you can see the compressed image and it's really bad. Like
that's the worst.
I played like an hour of DR2 on the Vita TV because for some reason DR1 doesn't support the Vita TV, which is really dumb. I don't know why it doesn't.
But like there's one part where like they were zooming in on an object in the room itself, and it was super compressed. They should have taken an image of it. It was like so like blurry and blocky. It was painful to look at.
Yeah.
They really should have updated the images.
No, that's pretty fair. V3 looks fine, I guess. It's presentation-wise, it is a step up from the other games, I think. So the news. Let's get into that. Shock of shocks. Development of Battleborn has ended.
Oh,
which one is Battleborn again?
Battleborn,
I keep getting
not Overwatch.
I keep getting Battleborn and PUBG.
Okay, those are 2 very different things.
Wait, isn't that Fortnite?
No, Fortnite is...
I'm looking this up.
That's a piece of news. Fortnite has added PUBG mode, and the PUBG guys are thinking of suing them.
Oh, Battleborn. That's like the thing that's like Overwatch, but it's not Overwatch.
Yeah, I told you, it wasn't Overwatch.
You just said that.
Yeah, so...
But like, alright, that game has stopped development. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, so was it out
The
like
the last
early
update
access or
is coming.
something?
It had like peak 400 concurrent players on Steam or something like that.
Oh, that's
It was a real disaster.
Yeah, that was. Oh my god, that's 400. Jeez. Like,
And actually,
fucking...
speaking of Fortnite, Fortnite accidentally turned on PS4, Xbox One crossplay for
What?
Fortnite.
That's amazing.
How do you
did by
accidentally
accident.
turn that on?
They said it was a bug in the configuration.
That connected them to a completely different console network.
Speaking of
because there's PC, PS4 crossplay in Fortnite, so I guess it could have been something to do with that.
Alright. Should we get into the?
When are they coming out with Minecraft crossplay? Because I'll actually buy it on Switch when that comes out.
The other day.
Like literally the other day.
Yep.
Wait, so you can crossplay between every version?
Yep.
I don't think every
PS4.
version.
Except PS4. No, every version except PS4.
What about PS3?
What?
And PS3 and Vita. Because
So only Sony. Lovely.
yeah, because they.
Oh,
cause
what? So you
think
can't
about the
play with
kids.
Sony?
Think about the kids.
Never mind. So, never mind.
Yeah.
I won't get it.
You can cross.
Because like that.
No, but like
That's
it
why I
works
would
with,
get
like,
it.
the
I'd
iPad
get
version.
it to. Yeah, that's weird though. But like, I'd get it to play with like my brother on his PS4.
Yeah.
But like, nah.
Yep.
No, you can't. Get
Actually,
the iPad version.
The crazy thing that I realized is that, like, man, Minecraft is on fucking update parity with all the versions now. Like,
Yeah.
man, I remember when I cared about Minecraft, they were like 4 versions behind on every version that wasn't PC. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Minecraft was still like 2010, 2011.
Yeah. Monster Hunter World launching worldwide, January 29th. That trailer looked pretty cool, and I remembered, wait, this is a Monster Hunter game. I'm not gonna play this.
Yeah, you already played Peace Walker. Why would you need this shit?
I sure. Monster Hunter World is the Phantom Pain of Monster Hunter.
I still consider Phantom Pain a good game, just not a good everything else.
Yeah, it is a good game, but like, Peace Walker set my hopes too high for the Phantom Pain.
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
God.
Speaking of, Left Alive is the new Square Enix survival mech shooter with art by Mr. Yoji Shinkawa.
Yeah, I saw that. That looks like the Phantom Pain, actually.
It looks like the Phantom Pain a lot. It's being created by one of the directors of the later Armored Core games and the co-creator of Kingdom Hearts and main creator of Front Mission. And this game actually takes place in the Front Mission universe. Which, whatever, I don't care. It's got Shinkawa art in it. And speaking of Shinkawa and mechs, Zone of the Enders, the second runner, is coming to PlayStation 4 and PC in 4K with redone lighting that looks really good, and also VR. Can't wait to get some motion sickness in Jehuti. I might. Man, I kind of want a VR headset now. If I can be in Jehuti.
Do you have the PSVR?
No.
No, you don't.
No. But
why would he have the PSVR?
What if I could be in Jehuti, guys? What if I could be in Jehuti?
I don't want to kill again.
The
voice. I heard some of the voice acting in that game, the first one.
Yeah, it's not great. No, well, this is just UE2,
excellent.
Which is a good one.
That was excellent voice. Like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I suppose you want me to kill again.
Yeah, this is UE2, which is the better game and the one they should have.
I heard it's just like I heard some of the Endless One voice acting. I'm like, whoa, that's a drop from Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, it was. Well, it's anime. Like for as much as you can make the case of Metal Gear as anime, which it is. Zone of the Enders is anime in a far more explicit way than Metal Gear is.
Yeah, and it was 2001 back then.
Yeah.
Anime dubs were a little
Oh, I didn't talk about the episode of Neo Yokio I watched, which
Oh,
man,
yeah.
The
Should we
Jane-
save that
the
for?
Jane Smith anime.
Should we save that for next
No.
week when I'm actually done?
yeah. I will say one
Yeah.
thing.
Trash talk will come back.
No, go away.
Trash talk returns.
With a name more apt than ever.
Yeah.
I hate one of you.
Jaden Smith has an incredibly
What
no, he has an incredibly anime dub voice.
do you mean?
Does he?
Like, no, you know there's a specific tone to anime dubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Um,
there's an anime dub accent, and Jaden Smith has it in spades.
Is it the Bryce Pappenbrook voice?
Bryce Pappenbrook is the voice of Mr. Makoto Naegi.
Oh God, that's
Christian
yeah,
Love
that's the guy.
Sub.
That's the guy.
He plays
That's him.
He plays everything.
God, I didn't check his name, but yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy who like
He's
voices the
in
protagonist of a Tales
everything.
of game, and he does it so dull. Like it's just
He's-
he stops and pauses, and when
Whoever
he yells,
his
he doesn't sound
agent,
interesting.
whoever that guy's agent is, needs to get a raise.
He's really good in DR2, though. I promise.
But like, dude, no, like, does he keep getting bad voice directors? Because every single role he's in, I don't really care for.
Maybe DR2 would fix that.
Alright, well, except that, but like, yeah, he is pretty generic anime voice in terms of like
Yeah.
speech
Hokuto,
patternrisms.
Hokuto ga Gotoku launched in Japan.
Oh, I saw
February
I saw some of that gameplay.
Yeah,
That
the
was
game looks
good.
pretty good.
It's literally just
It's Yakuza, the anime Mad Max.
yes, and Kiryu is turned into Kishiro and it's now
And-
beating up everyone.
There's gonna be DLC for that game that just lets you play as Kiryu, which is great. Perfect.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yes,
I can just be Kiryu in anime world.
One day Kiryu decided to save children in anime world.
Finally, and also Majima is in that game.
What?
The Majima's voice actor is playing
Oh.
a major antagonist in that game.
Yes. They knew what they were fucking
Who
doing.
seems to just be Majima.
It's just Ishin, except
Like,
with
actually,
fucking Fist of the North Star.
The key art for that character is him doing the Majima pose, like where,
The one, Re.
yeah, that one. It's him doing that pose.
Oh my god, it's just literally just Ishin, except with Fist of the North Star.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how on the fence I feel about importing that game, because I also feel like I might maybe be importing Kiwami 2.
Well, you have the original Kiwami. You have the original too, so you.
Yeah.
you
Well, I'm playing Yakuza 2 after V3. That's happening. Oh, I didn't talk about Samus Returns. Samus Returns is
Yeah,
good.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard the best things about it though.
Really? It's pretty
Well,
good.
Yeah, I've heard good
Eh,
things.
Mercury
I've heard-
Steam
I've
did it,
heard that.
guys.
I have heard bad though, like the fucking melee counter being used all the damn time, and
Yeah, it is.
literally how your beam can't do anything unless you melee counter. Just,
No, it's fine. You just like it works fine. It's just that the melee counter is so good that you don't want to use it without it. And the melee counter feels good, so who cares?
And also, I know what happens at the end that really pisses me off. You
Is
won't
it?
know what it is.
Is it about a teaser for another game?
No, there's no teaser for another game. I mean, they do reference Fusion and like that.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not-
what
it's
I
not-
thought.
Yeah, but that's not a teaser for another game. That's just
Okay.
referencing Fusion because Metroid 2 connects to Fusion.
Yeah.
But in terms of like what they do at the end mechanically, gameplay wise, I don't
Oh.
like that at all.
Yeah, I'm pretty early on. I'm
And also, like, just overall, I prefer Castlevania in terms of that kind of gameplay anyway.
yeah.
Because
only-
Metroid is pretty.
If only Mercury Steam could have made a good Castlevania.
It's just like I feel like the series hasn't really caught up with like the advancements in Metroidvanias. You know, it still has like problems where like at the, like this goes for like Zero Mission and Fusion 2, where at the very end of the game you get an item that lets you go back to every other area and clear everything out.
Mm.
which annoys me, because in Zero Mission, you literally can't get every item in the game until right before the final boss. You have to backtrack to every other area and get things.
I
hate that.
I've totally heard that about Samus Returns, actually.
I absolutely hate that. I cannot stand that.
Speaking of Metroidvania, bloody SteamWorld Dig 2 came out on Switch.
Did you get it?
I didn't, but I was looking at it.
Is SteamWorld Dig any good?
SteamWorld Dig is good, yeah. I finished SteamWorld Dig. That was a fun game.
What is it, like a roguelike, is it?
No, it's a Metroidvania, but like you're digging. You're digging down.
Minecraft.
I think I'm thinking of Spelunky.
It's the Minecraft Metroidvania.
Oh wait, that's just.
That's disingenuous. It's good. It's a fun game.
I don't really like games where I just have to watch the character dig until I find something.
Well, there's a little more to that. Like, there are platforming sections. Like, you find dungeons and shit in SteamWorld Dig. I'd assume 2 has more of that. I don't know. Doom and Wolfenstein coming to the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Breaking news. Puyo Puyo Tetris is on sale on Switch.
Yeah, get that.
Video game.
Get that, Kevin. Get that, Kevin.
25. Yeah, but it's still 25.
Yeah, but get it though. Yeah, totally. It's
a great story. It is a great story.
25 euro for Tetris.
And Puyo Puyo.
It's great Tetris.
And Puyo Puyo.
I paid 40 and don't regret it.
I don't regret my purchase either. It's very good Puyo Puyo. Fuck Tetris. Wait, Puyo Puyo is better.
It is my most played Switch game.
Has Been Heroes any good?
I don't know. That's like a weird strategy thing.
It looks weird.
Kirby's coming. Got DDD and he's buff now. Yeah.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
DDD got buffed in 6 weeks. Find out now.
Yeah, that direct was pretty weak, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, Sonic forces this guy.
Oh yeah.
Here come the enemy, mess him up.
Episode Shadow, Christian.
Dude, I found out something pretty weird, because you know how in Episode Shadow, the level design was pretty terrible, but that's not important. What was important was the large amount of iron boxes that was for some reason used in the stage constantly. And it turns out Sega actually created a code specifically so they could place more iron boxes quickly. Not any other item, just iron boxes.
Why?
So they could... I don't know. It's just stock level design assets that they use over and over again. It's like the side missions in Generations.
Will this game be bad?
Dude, they're gonna even talk about Team Dark.
Like, okay.
What? That hasn't been touched in Shadow the Hedgehog.
It's a tricky situation because, on the one hand, this game looks bad. On the other hand, I would like there to be another 3D Sonic game at some point in the future.
Yeah, there's at this point too many. But I wish they'd just make this one good so I wouldn't have to worry about more of them. You know?
Yeah.
And what were they doing for 4 years?
Like, it's
really.
Do you think it's gonna be good?
I think it's going to be meh at best.
I think it's going to be like a solid 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I'm expecting a 6 out of 10.
At best, it'll do 7 out of 10. At best.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think 7.5 is the highest it would go.
Sonic Team have not released a Sonic game since
4 fucking years.
Yeah.
Since Lost World. They haven't done anything since then.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what could they have been doing? Why is the Hedgehog engine suddenly worse than it was in Unleashed? Like, no, why is the Hedgehog...
Chronicle is the reason Sonic Forces is bad, and we don't even get it.
No, but like, dude, the Hedgehog engine was so good. The Hedgehog engine on like, even on PS3, which it wasn't even optimized for, it's still
really fucking good.
It's the best looking Sonic game. Even on the PS3, where there's still like frame drops because of the hardware not being completely optimized, it still looks amazing. And this is a PS4, Switch, Xbox One game. and it looks worse than a game that came out in 2009.
Well, I mean,
it doesn't look finished, and it's coming out in 7 weeks.
You know, it's going to be
release date
€45.
It's like the week. It's like the week.
It's
after
the week after Mario.
Odyssey.
It's the week after Mario.
That's a bad idea. Who thought that was a good idea?
They're not gonna get a lot of sales, and here's the thing: it's like people, and if there's one thing that pisses me off about this, is that people blame Sega for this, but no, it's Sonic Team. It's definitely Sonic Team. Sega are just
Sega are on fucking fire this year. Like,
yeah, Sega are great. Sega is beautiful. Sonic Team isn't.
we have been a Sega Shell podcast this entire year.
Yeah.
Like, Sega is great.
Actually.
You know, truly, Sega forever. Sonic Team, no. No.
Oh, actually, Sega Forever was a bad thing. That was one of the bad things they did.
No, you just don't like it because you thought it was something other than what it was.
Well, no, those are also really terrible ports.
Are they?
Yeah.
I haven't played any of them.
Like, it's good because the Whitehead Sonic port is free, but every other port is fucking terrible.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But like, still, it's like, don't blame Sega for this because Sega are great. Sonic Team are not great. Blame them.
Unless they make
unless
they're making food. They're pretty great.
Takashi Iizuka is a cuck. Most definitely, he is a cuck. He is absolutely a cuck.
Well, that seems like a good place to end.
No, there's one more news story.
Is there?
A somber note. There was a file found in the Nintendo Switch OS marked FLOG.
What is it?
The FLOG file is a fully emulated version of NES Golf with full motion controls.
What?
Yeah. Did you not hear this, Christian?
Christian, do you know how you get to this game?
I don't know.
On July 11th, you hold your two Joy-Cons, you hold X, and you make a motion where you put your two hands up to your face and move them forward. And the console plays a voice, a short little voice clip.
I didn't hear that part.
Is this a lie? Is this a lie? Sean, you're lying to me.
I had just heard the golf. I had just heard that golf was there.
Sean, you're lying to me. Sean, you
The
have to be lying. This isn't true. This is not true.
It plays a voice clip of Iwata saying directly in Japanese.
You're lying, Sean. This
and
isn't...
it boots NES Golf.
They would never do that. You're lying to me. You cannot be telling me.
There is video evidence. There is video evidence, Christian.
It was fake. No, we talked that about Persona 5. It's not real. It's fake.
How is this a thing?
No,
I'm looking this up now.
This. I don't. It's not real.
It works. Yeah, July 11th is the day Iwata died.
It can. I know that, but this
only
is
played that day.
This is a lie.
And you know the interesting thing, it ignores the internal clock and goes off the connected clock, even if you've. This only works on any day other than July 11th if your Switch has never been online.
Wait, then can't you just set it to July 11th?
No, it doesn't go off the internal clock. It goes off the
internet clock.
Yeah, if you've ever been online. If you go offline, it still keeps a cache of that clock.
I'm trying to find a demo of it.
I just saw it on some random video on Twitter.
Dude, it can't be. No, we thought this about Persona 5 with the Iwata Dorm. That was fake. This isn't real either.
No, this totally is though.
No, this isn't. It can't be.
I didn't hear about the Iwata thing at the end. Oh.
Yeah. Did I mention that Iwata programmed most of NES Golf?
Yeah, I knew that part.
That was why that was.
Yeah.
Dude, no,
Iwata.
That's not. No, they wouldn't. Dude, no. Come on.
He was a good man.
With Diary Lead, that sounds like a fucking creepypasta or a fanfiction. That's something Nintendo would actually
so nice.
do. I know it's so nice, but it can't be real.
Wait.
We'll
hold
all
on.
see on July 11th.
July
on, I think I have
11th
it.
of next year.
Yep.
Oh my god!
Why
I
didn't
just
it happen-
saw it.
Why didn't it?
Holy,
Why didn't it
holy
happen
crap!
this year?
It doesn't,
Why didn't it happen this year though?
because
man?
no one knew about it,
Of
and now we
course
know
not.
about it.
God, like, if you can just do it by hacking, I mean.
And actually, Christian, you know the fucking thing? Someone found a GameFAQs post from July. It was like, NES Golf is running on my Switch. I don't know what happened.
No. Fuck. Son of-
I didn't take any video. I'm sorry.
Oh.
On that note,
Okay, that seems like a good place to end.
see you next week.
Goodbye. Oh.